guys. Welcome to another episode of Around the Table GTA. I'm up and I'm thinking about doing more episodes, so I came up with this one, and this is another step video. Some people said that they like the step videos, so I'm going to be talking about getting ahead using the Bop It method. If you don't know what Bop It is, it's a game from the 90s, and the original version was just bop it, twist it, and pull it. It was like this rod thing, and you passed it around and you followed the instructions. But anyways, that's just to give you the visual. If you want to search Bop It, check out Bop It, even potentially Bop It Extreme. But we're just using the Bop It method. I kind of want to do Bop It Extreme, but Bop It method is 3 points, so it'll be a little bit easier to understand, easier to consume, and easier to answer questions about. So for me, we're gonna start with the Bop It part of the Bop It method because there's Bop It, there's Twist It, and there's Pull It. All right, so bopping it is just having that idea and going for it, right? I want to do, I don't know, I want to juggle, right? So how am I going to bop it? I'm going to get some balls. I'm going to start and have all the materials that I need to become the world's best juggler or whatever. Getting knowledge on what you want to do is the key to getting ahead in life, the key to getting ahead in anything. So, for example, even if I wanted to be a juggler or whatever, but I'm going to go to a place where there's not as much jugglers, or maybe where there's a lot of jugglers. If I go to a place where there's a lot, I could gain more experience, learn from other jugglers, and become a better juggler. If I go somewhere where there's no jugglers, if I acquire all of these skills, I'll seemingly seem like an expert. I might not be the best, but if you're the only one in the field, you look better than you might actually be. And that's another trick where you can use to get ahead or even to push yourself forward, propel yourself. You need to immerse yourself into the culture and even potentially uh, look elsewhere, but that's moving into another uh, part of the Bop It method. So I'm going to switch over to Twist It, which is moving over to there where you need to secure yourself, especially when you're getting ahead. Sometimes you need to twist things to um, do better. So let's say you're set in a way for running or whatever. If you change up your method, if you look at what others in the field aren't doing and focusing on that, bopping it, and that you can make yourself all around better. You don't necessarily want to make yourself like evenly balanced. You want to excel, you want to be better. So, how do you be better? You find the ways and the things that other people aren't doing, and you capitalize on that before everybody else realizes that it's something that's major, it's something that's important, and it's something that's lacking in whatever ideal thing that you're going for. So I like using work as an example because I'm there 8 hours a day, anyways. Not 8 hours, it's more like 10, but we'll talk about that in the other episode. But basically, for me, I'm very open, and in the sense where, yes, you need to stop and listen to people's issues, but I will literally stop everything that I'm doing to help someone out, even if it's something very simple. Why is that? Because I realize that a lot of people who I work with won't do that. And because I do that, it makes me stand out as well. I've twisted the situation where I come off as someone who cares more, which I do care more, and that's why I do it because, when you stop for everything, it can be a little bit of an issue because not only does it make other people look bad, but it also makes me fall behind work. Is it my fault that it makes other people bad look bad? No, because they should probably be doing more. but that's another story in itself. Sometimes you have to twist a situation into a plus for you. How do you get ahead and without snaking people? That's not necessarily a snake move, but sometimes you'll twist something to be snaky so that it works out for you. I'm not advising being a snake because when you're snaking people, it does not help in the long run because you don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know where they're going to end up. So if you snake someone and then after they become more important than you, or they get a better position, or let's say they get rich, or you're down on your luck, and then that's the only person you could turn to, it kind of sucks, right? Twisting it really means looking into the situation that you're in, whether it's to be the world's best juggler, the best runner, the best rapper in your city, um, doing a weight loss journey where, you want to be the fastest person in the gym to look better because that's your New Year's resolution. You have to look at all the different opportunities and uh, twist it in a way that it works for you. So now we're gonna go to the last but most important is pull it. And you need to bring the scenarios to you. You need to have that opportunity. You need to make that opportunity, and you have to do whatever it takes. Let's say you want to work at Google or whatever. If it takes you being an unpaid intern to get to whatever goal you want, take the opportunity. Why? Because despite it not being paid, what is your end goal, right? You need to know what your end goal is, and you need to know whatever you need to do to get there. Uh, Even pursuing a goal, sometimes you might not even like what the end goal is later on. But while you're there, you'll learn a lot of different things and you'll meet with other people. Going back to pulling it is also networking. You want to gain as much knowledge as you can, so you want to talk with everybody. And this goes back to twisting it. Like for me, for example, I pull it by talking to a lot of people. When you talk to a lot of people, especially if you're problem solving, you are hearing all the information and you're hearing it first. Because I've made myself open where people are open to talk with me, I get a lot more information than other people, which puts me in a position of knowing things before it potentially happens and potentially changing the scenario by twisting it, whether I'm helping out or whether I'm ignoring it and letting it blow up, which can be good, which can be bad, right? But it's another source of networking so that you are putting yourself out there. The only issue with networking is that you always have to give away a little bit of information because if you don't, then you don't seem trustworthy. You talk to everybody, but you're quiet, you're private, you don't give out any information. You're not authentic, right? So you always have to remember that when you're pulling it. Um, to pull or even to like reel something in, there has to be bait, right? So you have to figure out what you're going to use as bait to get ahead. Either way, this is the Bop It method. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I know it's something kind of weird, but next time you're in a pickle, stop and think, am I going to bop it? Am I going to twist it? Or am I going to pull it? Catch you guys on the next one. Take care.